all in this together. Make this world better.
I won't ever. For myself, I haven't gone down the road long enough to ever experience any need to, but I keep the door open because I do know how important that subject is.
Yes.
And there's a lot of controversy surrounding B12, whether B12 is really, or where B12 comes from naturally. We know that B12 obviously comes from the microbial content in the soil. And that's where it comes from. That's how an animal gets its B12.
Yes.
But there's a lot of controversy whether a human can get adequate B12 from an animal that gets its B12 from the soil. So, there's a lot of different ideas out there, but I don't necessarily believe all those ideas. If you know what I mean, because I know how big of a subject B12 is in the whole raw food and vegan community.
I agree.
The short answer is no, I don't take anything right now.
Yeah. And so you've been 2 years now on raw food diet, and how is your teeth?
What? Say that again?
How is your teeth?
How's my teeth?
For people, yes, for people who say that you will damage your teeth with raw food diet, give us a testimonial.
Oh my God. Okay. I think a lot of that is actually directed towards more fruitarianism. More of the assumption that a raw food diet is actually a high fruit diet, which is not always the case. I think that's where a lot of that comes from. Now, I can say that my teeth are 100% better than they used to be when I was eating Fritos, Doritos, burritos, and Cheetos. So I don't really.
Yeah, but your teeth is good.
Yeah, my teeth are so much better, and your teeth health is really part and parcel to your overall health because health begins in the mouth.
And what? Okay, so that's great. And what do you think of the colonics?
Colonics are totally essential. Everybody needs to get a colonic. I mean, and not just one colonic. I mean, when I got my first colonic, that was an amazing experience. I mean,
And how often do you do it now?
Lately I haven't been doing it just because I've been so busy. It's just one of those things I haven't gotten to get done lately. But regularly, I would like to have it done maybe once every three months. I would say for me. For the average person, it's probably it's good to get a series of 6 to start. It just kind of lined up because most people are carrying a massive amount of load in their colon.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm a lot younger. I've been an athlete most of my life. I've been on a raw food lifestyle for at least 2 years. And so I don't have that kind of buildup like a lot of Americans do.
Right. Well, thank you. That's great. Well, you mentioned that. So the question about how much carbohydrates or fats, you mentioned that you don't really count, but do you get most of your calories from carbohydrates?
You know what? Probably not, to be honest with you. See, this whole thing about calories, in my opinion, is a myth. And what I mean by that is, I took nutrition classes in college. I've been through the whole conventional theory of nutrition, and the whole nutrition theory stands on where do you get your calories and what kind of calories are you getting. And obviously raw food calories is totally different than cooked food calories.
Yes.
That's the first thing we need to understand. But I think a lot of people in the raw food community are taking that idea of calorie caloric needs from the conventional theory of nutrition, and then
But okay.
It's more like a hypoglycemic type of approach where you have to constantly be eating. I personally don't eat nearly as much as you might think I do.
Mhm.
My needs eating, by the way, are starting to get less and less.
The more cleaner you get, I guess, then you need to, then your body absorbs the nutrients better, and
Yeah,
uh,
exactly.
yeah,
You
and
know, in the sports world, because I grew up in the sports world, you know, the whole thing was like, okay, you need to get 3,000 to 4,000 calories every day. Um, you
yeah.
know, that was the whole idea. But I personally probably get, like, right now, I might get probably like around 2,000 calories a day. Most of it might be coming from like either some type of smoothie I made.
So it's
And
mostly
then,
from carbohydrates. Is your calories mostly from carbohydrates?
yeah, I mean, you know, the carbohydrates that I take in would be like small amounts of fruit because I'm not a big fruit person.
Uh huh.
Honestly, I find for myself I don't do very well on high amounts of fruit. I've tried it many times, and you know, maybe in the summertime I'll eat a
Yeah.
lot more fruit, but like right now we're in March going into April, like right in the winter time, I'm more of a fat and protein eater.
So you eat a lot of avocados?
Well, I don't eat as many avocados as I used to. I can tell you that. But I might have like one, maybe two avocados a day. I'm really into olives.
Uh huh.
Let's see
Where
what else.
where do you get your olives?
You know, I get a few different sources. Actually, you know, the rawfoodworld.com has
Yes,
some really
Matt
good olives.
Monarch.
Yeah, they have some really good olives that I just got, and I was having some today. These things are awesome. And then you know, I get like the kind of the glass bottled, like, Peruvian olives.
Uh huh.
Really into those, so those
Mm.
are really good. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. And I'm
Also,
really into coconuts. I'm really into if I can ever get my hands on a durian fruit, like I'll eat a whole
oh,
durian
that's
in
the
one day.
best. Durians is
Oh
the
yeah,
king.
that is the king of fruits. Yeah, I'll get you know, even if I'm not
Literally.
hungry, I'll still eat that thing.
Yeah. Do you also do flaxseed or chia seed, and do you do a lot of
Yeah,
those?
okay, chia seed. I eat a lot of chia seeds. That's like a big base for a lot of my like smoothies.
Smoothies?
So I'll do like a big chia seed blueberry superfood smoothie.
Uh huh.
Um, so that's
And a lot of greens too, because you said high protein. So you do. How many heads of greens a day do you consume?
it's probably just like one big bowl of salad,
Oh,
like one
okay.
big bowl.
So do you get? You said high protein. Do you get it from powders?
Say that again.
Do you get like other protein from powders?
I didn't make out the last word.
From powders? Powders?
Okay. Yeah, from powders. Yeah, I do get a lot from like some little kind of it might be like some hemp protein or pea protein or some really well made or some really put together protein powder type of deal. But I feel like it's spaced out throughout the whole day. You know,
Yes.
it's not just from one place. Like I get it throughout the entire day, and that's what keeps me in balance.
Yes.
I think protein is one of the most overlooked things in the vegan world, but it's also one of the most important. It's one of the most important sources of
Yes.
nutrition, so we need to know where we're getting it from.
Yes. I agree. I agree.
So I definitely make it a point to space out my protein throughout the entire day, and then I feel like I can really think, and I can really activate
Me too. I need a lot of protein because I do a lot of physical activity too, and for mental activity as well. I think protein is very important, but that's why I do a lot of greens too.
Yeah. Yeah.
We all in this together. Make this world better.